dog.
There we go.
Raw dog.
Raw dog.
Raw dog.
Yeah. He's just better this way. What's up, guys? So check it out real fast. As you already know because you're going to see the other videos. And if you don't, we're at the Spooky Empire. This is my son Odin back here. He's 4. Bear with me. He's getting restless and hungry, so I have to feed him here shortly. I'm going to let these two gentlemen introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Scott.
I'm Tony with Dead Raven Tattoo Supply and Distinktion Tattoo Glide.
Awesome, man. So we got the invitation out here from these guys. They were really nice to have us come out. We got to introduce a lot of people, or introduced to a lot of people. We got to meet a lot of fun people and have a lot of fun interviews and all the things. But what I really wanted to talk about with this specific situation is these two guys, what they do, what they have to offer, where they're located, and all that cool stuff. Jeremy, where are you located at, or based out of?
I have a tattoo shop in Merritt Island.
Cool. Man.
Yeah.
When you say Merritt Island, that's in Florida?
Yeah. That's about 45 minutes east of where we're at now in Orlando.
Well, that's not that far.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Okay, that's
Hop,
awesome.
skip, and a jump.
Yeah, man. What about you, Tony? Where are you based out of?
I'm based out of Winter Springs, Florida. That's North Orlando is where our warehouse is. But we travel all over the state of Florida and up into Georgia.
That's cool, man. So how long have you been tattooing each of y'all?
I've been tattooing for 17 years. Yeah, between Florida and California, 17 years.
Retired of 36 years.
Retired.
Oh,
Retired from tattooing.
I said, you retired, you got too much going on.
My hands hurt, man. My hands and my back.
Right. Listen, I want to talk about things, but I'm not going to because we're on camera. I don't know what all y'all want to talk about, but I'm not going to say things out of respect. But Mr. Tony and them got all kind of really cool shit in works right this second. So whatever they feel like talking about, we will. But let's just say y'all stay tuned because of all the cool things that they do have rolling out and all things they already have out. So like right now, if you want to, you can go on their website. You can go to Dead Raven Tattoo Supply.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And you can go ahead and go on there anytime you want to, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you can pick up some of their supplies. Not only do they carry most of all the most well-known brands that I use, and all of my peers and colleagues use, and I'm sure you're watching this shit, or you should be using it at least. But they also have their own product lines that are amazing. And I'm going to say like equivalent or better to the best brands out there. I'm not even going to say the names out this second. But the ones that most of all of the industry standard ones, if you will, they are fucking phenomenal ones as well. But the ones that they produce are fucking great. So I use their needles constantly. They have Distinktion, their brand, which I'm going to let them talk about. But they're just quality stuff. You know, you can't go wrong, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying this as a sales tactic. I don't get paid nothing to do this. I'm saying this because I actually actively buy the shit and I like it a lot myself. And we use it at our shop. But what kind of products do y'all actually have in production right now?
Right now, Industry Inks is part of us as well. Great products. We want to be known for quality products. Not saying that we're above anybody else, but our Distinktion Reaper Black, you know, I feel is superior than a lot of the other blacks. We want to make sure it goes in nice and smooth, no blowouts. Our tattoo glide is actually designed by us. We actually make it ourselves. My wife is the science behind it. You know, so it's based on a medical side and also a tattoo side. So as a tattoo artist, I got tired of the other ones sliding down my glove, and I'm clumsy as hell, man. I could trip over, you know, a tile in my house.
Right,
you know?
right.
So my kids always laugh at me for that, but I was the one, you know, fall on the floor. I'm stepping in it and slipping in it. And, you know, and I bust my ass and my clients are laughing at me. So I finally got fed up and asked my wife, hey, you know, can we create something that's going to melt on the skin, but not down your glove? And she's like, you're asking for the impossible.
Yeah, that's right.
So based on, and she actually did it. Now I'm very proud of her for actually creating that. It took a lot of time, a lot of testing. So now it's, you know, it's taken off. You know, when, you know, we educate people about it. You know, I used to actually use the, you know, petroleum jelly, Vaseline. You know, but I understood, you know, breaking things down, what it does.
Right.
So this product does a lot of things. It helps people out that have eczema. Psoriasis, heat rash, sunburns. You know, we've heard a lot of things. You know, but we create it for, you know, the, you know, tattoo industry. The cartridge is actually designed by me. You know, I like to use the highest grade surgical steel possible.
Yeah.
You know, and keep them sharp. You know, sit down and you tattoo for 10 hours. You know, 8 to 10 hours. You know, you don't want to keep on throwing cartridges out. You know, so that to me is a waste of money. You know, we got to look at, hey, how can we save money? You know, we're not going to be 100% all the time.
Nobody is.
But the thing is, if there is a issue with one of our products, I want to be able to come to your store or your shop, and check it out and see what's going on to correct that problem. So, me, I still make mistakes.
Yeah. Listen, I'll speak for you when I say it, just because I went through so many of them so far. I don't know if you have the same experience, man, but I've used almost every fucking brand you can think of out there, like, the good ones, the bad ones, the Amazon ones, the, whatever. And there's always going to be, every once in a while, a box that has a needle that does something crazy, you throw it away. It just is what it is. That's life. But, though, you got some brands out there, man, and maybe it's just me and my experience, but I'm not going to even say names, but, dude, it's like, if a box of 20, you can expect 3 of them to fuck up. And yours are super sharp, bro, and I know that because I was actually kind of amazed, honestly, because speaking for myself, and this is horrible to say on here, but I'm going to say it because it's fucking true. I actually just really in the last year or two started like investing money into like nicer things, Like I just bought my first like $1,000 machine 2 years ago, and I've been doing it for years, Yeah. So with me, when I started using like say like Mission Quadrants, the other brands like that, in comparison to the ones I was buying off Amazon, so I saw that difference. You know what I mean? And I can see clearly, without a shadow of a fucking doubt, the exact same difference with yours. So that's why, like, if you look at my box right now, that's fine for me.
Right. And we appreciate that. I've been told. I was actually told this weekend that when I rang a gentleman that you interviewed today, he's like, "Is that that's it?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Your prices are too low." It's like, well, it's not always about making the big dollars.
Right.
We're out there to help the artists save money. We understand the bad times.
Right.
And Jeremy's been with me for a long time, basically almost since the beginning that I've actually been on the road. And as the owner of the company, I'm still out there, hustling, making sure everybody's all right. What can we do to improve things? And I want to thank Jeremy, because he invited me to do this. Well, it wasn't for him, and everybody else out there, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm out there working for an artist. It's like, hey, let's get together. Let's all work together. To create a better product. For you to save money.
How'd y'all meet? Or sorry, you was going to say something?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing about with Tony especially and Dead Raven is anytime Tony comes into the shop or we do these shows, we'll have moments where we'll sit back here and we'll talk about product. We'll talk about other products. We'll talk about different brands that are out there. And we'll really kind of break everything down to the bare bones. Okay, like, well, what's different about yours versus theirs? And, he spends the time to understand what the other guy makes. So to some degree, that way he doesn't make those same mistakes. I don't know a lot of supply companies that will sit there and really ask an artist or somebody else like, hey, I have this. What do you think about this? Like, give me your honest opinion about it. Because they don't care.
Yeah.
They're gonna stamp it, charge you $45, and then out the door you go.
Yeah.
And
it's like corporate number at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the difference. Is you're getting quality product, but not only that, you're getting it. It's like, I hate to use the term. It's like for us, by us.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's how it used to be. And I feel like Dead Raven and Tony is probably one of the only ones that are genuinely for us and by us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's refreshing.
That means a lot. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I'll vouch for that, dude. I've known you a short time, but one of the things you said extremely consistently, like without, like spilling beans, like personal conversations we had or whatever, just out of respect, but you have 100% since day one said the same shit over and over and over, just in different format, just quality, care, just respect, you want to see like all these things, go across the board. And you've always asked, what do we think? And that was like one of the biggest things. What do you think? Do you like it? Does it suck? Is it awesome? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what
whatever,
would you do differently?
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
What can we do to improve? Make your job easier. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
We want to make your job easier. Because and make it easier for your client as well.
Right.
If you're working with a dull needle and you got dull needles, that's even worse on your client.
It's so painful.
So I have a quick story, and I hope you don't mind me sharing this. We were talking about how sharp his needles are.
Yeah.
He can vouch for this. This is not a plug. This is not me making things up. I had a needle. I don't know what I did. I think it was on my end. Honestly, I was using a mag, something happened, and you want to talk about sharp needles? In all my years, it never has to happen. I had a single needle from a 9 mag go through the tip of the tube and out the other side. Like, it pierced that plastic of the tube. I mean, that's how sharp it is. And it happened one time. I'm like, Tony, look at this thing. He's like, I'm like, that is insanely sharp.
And I was actually on top of that. I was highly upset about that, because my team, So that night I got in touch with my manager that actually oversees everything.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, this is what we have. And, I broke it down. I looked at it, and the solder wasn't all the way over to the end. So we still hand solder, the needles. So it's like, I'm proud of that.
And that's what I'm talking about, though. You have a problem. It's not like, okay, we're gonna issue a refund. Fuck off if you don't like it. Excuse my language. As opposed to, Tony, what's going on? Okay, let me talk to my guys. I'll see what's going on, and we'll handle it.
Yeah.
And like you just don't get that. I don't care what anybody says. You don't get that anywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
You don't.
Dude, and I'll say too, like he was actually right about something. Like, you called me out and he was so right. I was so I'm so fucking, like, you was talking about being clumsy, bro. I'm the clumsiest. I'm so wasteful in certain things,
So
like, I'll rip up like a whole like damn roll of paper towels for no reason. I'm just like, fuck it. I'd rather have more than enough.
Yeah.
Or like A&D ointment, like, say I'll use A&D a lot, right? And like with the other stuff, I was like, well, Tony, bro, like, yeah, it does smell good, by the way.
Oh my God.
It does smell good.
It does.
The client's talking about that.
Yeah,
They,
yes.
I like the monkey butt.
Yeah,
The lemon.
the
lemon.
Yeah, that's Josh. So my artist Josh, that's his favorite, that lemon.
The lemon.
He loves that lemon, bro. But I was like, man, I glob that shit out and I just throw it on, and I got like a fucking giant glob A&D or whatever it is, right? And that's how I've always done it, I was using the other stuff, and I was like, yeah, Tony, I don't know, bro, because like, the price in comparison, I glob it, I just throw it on there. And he's like, well, that's because you're using too much. Stop fucking using that much. You don't need that much. And I was like, all right. And I was talking to Josh and them. Bro, like, you literally don't.
Because it doesn't get wet.
Yeah, dude, you literally, like, instead of having like y'all can see, like no pun intended, like a glob like that fucking big around with like a big little glob of it, you literally need like that much. And it'll last like the whole tattoo if you're doing it right. I mean, it's kind of crazy actually. But it does smell good though. That's
Oh
a
my
big
God.
prop, bro.
Sometimes it smells too good, because sometimes you're like, I kind of want to just dip my finger and.
Bro, I'll tell you, like, I can't smell that good, right? So when I say it smells, I have to really try hard to smell something. My sense of smell's jacked up, right? To be past dumb shit mistakes. But I can smell some of them a little bit. It smells good to me, and I know if I can smell it, then other people can, you know? Because I'm always, like, super conscious. Like, I'll keep deodorant and fucking cologne everywhere, bro. Toothbrush everywhere, right? I got, like at the shop, in my car, fucking in my bag over there, like, everywhere, right? And but the clients fucking love it. When I got the clients consistently saying something, because I ask, I'm one of the same kind of people. I'll ask the same question 500 times to see what the answers are. You know what I mean? Because everybody's perspective and experience is always different.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, hands down, they fucking love the way it smells, for sure.
Yeah. I will say this, man. I'll tell you what. I've been to quite a few conventions, and I have to say, Jeremy, you do a hell of a job running this damn show, man. Yeah. And if you are not doing Spooky Empire, y'all are missing out, man, because I'll tell you what, the vibe here is off the chain. This show is probably one of the most positive shows that I've actually been to. And that's not putting all the other shows down. I'm not saying that. But the artists, all like-minded, it's not about the award. Yeah, they want to win the award, but they're complimenting one another. Nobody gets mad because they didn't win. It's like, it's amazing, it's positive, it's great, it's family oriented, and I feel that Jeremy's actually going to grow this show even more.
Dude, so I should have actually started with this. So what, if you don't mind me asking, like I said, I'm winging all this.
No, you're fine.
But what is your like involvement with the show?
So 3 years ago, I took over and I run the Tattoo Festival.
Yeah, you're doing fucking awesome, bro. So I have only been to 2. Let me tell you, right? I went to the and I got a lot of friends and stuff that go to ones or whatever. Now I do. I'm starting to meet a lot of people and stuff. But even Abby, bro, me and my wife, we went to that last one. I will say the name just in case, because I want to involve you with me talking shit. But we went to the other one, and it's on YouTube. You can find it. The artist independently, like the artist was super nice, right? Like that was cool. But the way everything was put together, it was not nothing in comparison. Like, it was, lack of better words, a shit show. Not the whole convention. I would say like more the contest side. But like, dude, when you walk in here, everything is very like, dude, even the little books.
Yeah.
I know I'm such a child for saying this, but that fucking book I'm taking home. That was so dope. I was like, yeah, this is cool as fuck. Like, I didn't know there was a map on the thing. I got lost earlier looking, bro. When I was talking to him on the phone, I couldn't find. He's like, yeah, I'm to the left. I'm like, I was in the whole other area. I was like, where's everybody tattooed at? There's no artist. I didn't know there's like 9 different little things in here.
And that's honestly the same thing as Dead Raven. It's ran by artists for artists.
Right.
I used to do 16 conventions a year, and I had to retire from doing that. But I know, as an artist and even as a judge prior, like what I like, what I know a lot of other people like. So I try to keep that in mind, and we try to implement those things when we do things for the show, because we are artists. We know what works, what runs right, what doesn't run right. You know, and we want to make sure that like Tony was saying, people don't have egos. We don't have egos here.
Yeah.
And the few times that we've had egos, we check them at the door. You're cool with everybody, or you have to go.
Yeah.
I'll eat the money off your booth.
Yeah.
To keep the vibe strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that's really the bottom line of it.
Yeah.
You know, and it is stressful. Don't get me wrong, but it is a stress that I love.
Bro,
every time.
I give you major props because when we were walking in here, I can't help but like look at certain things. And it's not like I own a bunch of businesses. My business is small. I've owned a few like small businesses, but I can't help but think in that kind of terms. And the logistics behind all this, I don't know what all you have to go through for that, but I imagine it's a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, everything comes together, you know, and it takes everybody. You know, again, you know, we look at the sponsors as well. You know, and you know, Jeremy came up with the, you know, hey, let's do something for the kids. You know, so we did the Halloween costume contest. And thank you for donating. You know.
Yes.
The gift certificates for that, you know, voiced by design, you know, it's about the family. You know, let's bring these kids, let's get the kids more involved as well. You know, all the other ones I've been to, you know, you don't see the kids having fun.
Right.
You know, I'm sitting here, you know, just like your son, you know, it's like having fun, you know. All the other kids are having fun, going around trick-or-treating, grabbing candy, you know. That's great to see.
Dude, so my son over there, well, y'all, the people on camera, y'all see him all over the place, right? But right this second, my son is 4 years old for perspective, okay? Now, honest to God. So since he's been here, he had a fucking blast, okay? Everybody, like, first thing happened, bro. We get out, so after we come in, we get up to the hotel, because I'm like rushing. I'm like, oh my God, like, dude, we're so behind right now. And I don't even know what time I need to be here. I'm just like, I don't want to waste your time or your time, you know what I mean? But it took us a lot to get here, so rescheduling all these different things, you know, from our end. But anyways, we get here, we get ready, we fucking get down, we go in the elevator, and a group of people come up there in this badass costume. Yeah. So my son's like looking up at them, and the lady, she's like dressed up, got contacts in, you know, she like they're super cool. It's like it was really fucking cool costumes, honestly. But they were so nice to my kid. Like they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, it's okay, you know what I mean? Like trying to play with him and like entertain him and stuff. Just let him ride down. Then they even like was like, y'all can come with us if you want. Like, you know, we'll show you where to go and everything. You know, show you the registration desk. Which, by the way, them people are super nice out there. The dude, when I got lost earlier, I went up to the registration desk and they were like, hey, listen, if you can't find, looking for you, if you can't find them, you just let us know, come back, and we'll make sure you get there. Like, we got you.
I mean, and that's how this show is ran.
Yeah.
100%. And that, like I said, you know, it's like beating a dead horse. It is about family.
Yeah.
Extended and like business alike. 100% it boils down to its family. And in this show specifically, we bend over backwards for each other. You know what I mean? I know if I have an issue or if an artist has an issue, we can come together and solve it together.
Right, yeah.
You know, and sometimes we have medical emergencies.
Right.
We have other emergencies. But like the collectiveness of everybody coming together and working to solve it is insane. It's not like any other show.
Right. So I don't know. I don't have no like metrics to compare this in my mind. So it's all new to me, you know. So just from a perspective like somebody that's only ever walked through the doors of one other convention ever, and just looked at other ones online or whatever, it's amazing to me. Like it's super impressive.
This is a good way to explain it. This is a perfect example. our show was running late for setup on Thursday because there was another convention happening where we're at now, and they were running late.
Right.
So by them running late made us our setup time late.
Right.
So I'm setting up all these booths, and artists that are attending are getting up and helping me set up tables, put the piping down. Like where you get, no one's going to do that at other shows.
Right.
But that's just how it is here. If someone sees someone struggling, we collectively help everyone get back up.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. It should be like that way of life, man.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Exactly.
That shouldn't even be just it's so crazy, like out in the tattoo where I've realized, like, just in my own perspectives in certain places, people can be they don't want to talk to each other, man. So it's really refreshing to have like everybody being so cool.
The amount of times, if you spend enough time here, I don't know, are you here tomorrow?
No, unfortunately.
So if you spend enough time watching artists jump from each other's booths, going here, going there, come over here, go. Yes, we do have a contest.
Yeah.
But the camaraderie and the drive to help each other and make each other better is probably more rewarding than any trophy you're ever going to get.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you from an outside perspective of not knowing any of these artists, and just like you, the first time I met you, just like a few minutes ago, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of these guys, the same thing. But 100% for me, just walking around and just observing, I've constantly been seeing people root for each other.
Yeah.
Everybody's like clapping, like, "Fuck yeah, bro, you won!" Like,
yeah.
That's cool to me. I like that a lot.
And that's all we ever want. We want everyone to come here, have a great time, get inspired, create art, meet new friends, and leave here better people than we were when we got here.
Yeah. So at this, so I haven't had a really chance. Thanks to Mr. Tony, honestly, thank you so much for all this opportunity. But I've been talking to everybody, so I haven't really gotten to explore too much yet. But I'm sorry, baby. So what all is at the convention actually?
So Spooky Empire is a collective of a horror convention. So that's further down, and then our side is a tattoo convention.
Okay.
So we're under the umbrella of Spooky Empire, but we are our own entity. It's a matter of we have people tattooing. We have Ripley's Believe It or Not over here.
Baby, can you help me please do that?
I'm sorry. No, you're fine.
He's just getting tired.
Bro, I hear you.
We've been through that.
I want someone to carry me.
Oh, I'll carry you. But will you carry me?
Yeah.
I'll carry you half the way, you come to the rest.
All right.
So we'll swap.
Sounds good.
He's honestly been really good. He's tired. He's hungry.
But we have Ripley's Believe It or Not here. And they've brought artifacts and crazy things from their warehouse. So that way, again, we're trying to, we want to not only be only tattoo, we want to try to appease everybody.
Yeah.
And that's really generally like what our whole concept is when you come here, there's always something for everybody.
Right.
No one's going to be sitting there bored.
See, hey baby, do you want to see if he wants a Snickers? I really like. So he was telling me that the Ripley stuff over there. I went over there with my kid. Actually, I was looking at all that. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
And then I seen the other place, next door. I don't even know what special guests. Is that what you call them? I don't know the terminology.
So we'll have celebrities. Elvira, Bill Moseley from House of 1,000 Corpses, Method Man from Wu-Tang Clan.
Listen, I'm going to get a thing for Scooby Doo. I'm going. Scooby Doo, I'm coming. I just think that's cool as shit.
But that's it. This show has something literally for everybody.
Yeah.
Whether you like horror, whether you like sci-fi, or cartoons, or anything in between. Old nostalgia 50s.
Yeah.
There's always going to be something for everybody.
You're right about that too, because I can't even remember the show. I don't remember the gentleman that played the little kid. It was off the Munsters or
Eddie Munster?
Maybe it was. Was it Munsters? Is that what that was? I loved it as a little kid. I used to watch it all the fucking time. They and I guess that was one of the people that's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I thought that was
Butch
dope.
something. Eddie Munster's name is Butch something.
Yeah, I just thought it was.
That's his name, Butch something.
Butch something.
That's his last name something.
Google him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a whole list. I'll say too, y'all can find all this on their website. If you go to
SpookyEmpire.com.
SpookyEmpire.com. I want to make sure I say that right. If you go over there and log in, man, I will say that their website is extremely well laid out. I'll say that just from my perspective, of scanning through it. And it's so crazy. When you go click on there and you click at like all the different people that's attending this, you can just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. It's not just a short little list of like 4 different people they're talking about. We're talking about literally a whole ass giant room filled with people, you know? So you got to get mad props for that. So do you have like real fast for like, next year? I know we're doing this one this year, but.
So we have end of May is our next show.
Okay.
Yeah, we do it twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall.
Oh, shit.
Our fall show is always bigger than our spring show, but I feel like both of them are just.
I think they're both growing.
Yeah, they're both growing, and it's going to be at the DoubleTree at SeaWorld.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So, I mean, I feel like you need to come back, I'm always trying to change the special guests, whether it's Carl Grace or Paul Booth. I'm always trying to get new guys.
Yeah.
So, if anybody wants to do it, they can go to the website and they can apply.
How do they do that exactly? Like,
So you'll go to spookyempire.com. Top right corner is like a taskbar, Tattoo Festival. Click that. It'll give you everything that you need. Links to your application, links to your out-of-state temporary license if you're not in Florida. I mean, everything just like is just perfectly spelled out for you.
now, are you specifically talking about the artist or the other guests as well?
Just specifically for me, the artists.
Okay, awesome, man. Yeah, so listen, I know that all the other artists. I know I want to do it eventually. All the recording and doing the camera stuff is actually really fun to me. I love tattooing too. But you kind of can't go wrong, especially, I didn't know you did it twice a year, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, actually.
For now, we're going to start bumping up and going out of state.
Oh, right, yeah. Damn. Okay, yeah, we got to go do that. yeah, that'd be fun, bro. So do you have any, like, I don't want to throw too much out there and put you on the spot because I don't know on camera right now, but do you have any, like, places that you plan to like, considering?
We can't disclose those right now.
Ah, dang it.
We have a couple. Also, I will say this one thing, and I hope I'm not overstepping. As we are doing these shows and developing our shows, we're more trying to gear our shows into being involved in the culture of where we're having those shows. So I'm not saying this is a place, but let's say New Orleans.
Right.
We would use
so much
local
culture.
talent, not even just tattoo artists, but local talent, local merchants, local vendors from there specifically, but also have the show be geared around the culture of New Orleans. So, and I think that's a big thing that is missing with conventions is they're very cold and dry.
Yeah. The thing is, we want to get local talent out there. We want to, bring the people there that live there. We want to use them to get them out there even more. So, I mean, I think we're using local people, for talent, like whether it's a band or, doing the hula hooping or whatever
whatever the case may be.
I think that's really cool, actually, because it's like you said, some things when they get almost like too big to fail, then it can get very cold and dry, like you said, and they kind of like lose touch of what got them there to begin with. You know what I mean? Which kind of takes like the personalization out of it.
Yes, that's exact. That's really what it is using the culture and where we're at and putting that stamp on that culture, mixing it in with the tattoo vibe. Because, I mean, you can have shows that are specifically centered around the cultural aspects of wherever it is you're at, but mixing it with a tattooing, I don't think that doesn't ever happen. I don't think that's ever happened.
I tell you, like, that's an interesting concept to me because, so I just did a podcast the other day on the Ink Exchange. So I just did that with an artist, phenomenal artist. I'm talking about coming to this now, actually. But Savan, plug in there, brother. But Savan is awesome. He owns a tattoo shop up in South Carolina, and he travels a lot. Now, he's got a lot better perspective and experience than I do in traveling because he's traveled all over already, and he loves traveling. But we were talking about that the other day, and I don't remember if it was on a podcast or a private conversation, which one it was. But he was we were talking about like just the sheer difference of like the culture of tattooing itself for like what the clients want in different areas versus also like what the artists want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so there's a huge difference in the culture in different areas. So if you can pull that in, man, and incorporate that.
And I'm going to say this is kind of what, for me, on my end, that really got me thinking about that is I used to watch, I don't know if you guys, a YouTube channel called Gypsy Gentleman. It's a tattoo artist that would go to New York, New Mexico, LA, and he would take two artists and go to the museum, like a culture museum that has to do directly with the culture from there.
Right.
Look at art, get inspired by it, and give away a free tattoo based upon the culture they saw at the museum.
Oh, that's
And
cool,
that was just one of those things. I'm like, you don't see that anymore.
No, you don't.
And like, if you, it's just giving me, you can't see it. It's giving me goosebumps. Just that means so much. And like, we're kind of losing. We're laying a blanket and losing our way of even our culture of where it all started.
Right.
So it's like, let's try to get it back.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah, I think that's cool. That personal touch means a lot. People appreciate that.
100%.
I know I do. Yeah, people. I even like just on like a small business like myself. You know, like our art shop. You know, we try to do the same thing as best we can. You know,
Yeah.
you know, we're not perfect. We make mistakes. We fail sometimes. But we try to share by. You know, well, I don't know, man. I'm probably too social. I treat you like family if I like you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so, and if I don't like you, I don't want you around me, and I'm not gonna be around you. You know what I mean? So I
That's
really
fair.
like what you said earlier. You know about that, like with people with their egos. You know?
Yeah.
Like I know, like I even try to catch myself because sometimes I worry that I talk like I have a big ego, and I really don't. I'm just straightforward, you know.
Yeah.
But man, dude, everybody's always like so nice, so you might as well treat them like a family. You know what I mean?
I treat you like family until you give me a reason not to.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's
bro.
really the way,
Yeah.
you know, that's the way it goes.
So with the Empire, so I know we do the contest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So about the contest, man, can you tell me anything about that? Like I know there's different categories.
So we are a small show, which I honestly like. It's more personal. It's more intimate.
Yeah.
So when I took over, we had 6 categories, only 6, and since then I've added 5 more, and it's still kind of small, which is fine.
Yeah. I think it's better actually.
Honestly, less is more.
Yeah.
And then every year our trophies are different.
Hey, the trophies, side note real fast. The trophies are fucking dope. I'm so jealous. I didn't win one, so I can't have one. But I want to grab one. Let's go find one. They're fucking cool looking, bro.
The vintage horror mask ones.
Dude, they're dope, yeah. I was like, damn, that looks cool.
So the cool thing about those is we came up with the idea of doing a collection of 4. So for the next 4 shows, it's Dracula, then the Wolfman, then the Mummy, and then Frankenstein. So the objective is if you want to enter is to try to win one of all 4.
Yeah.
So that way when you have them up on your thing, you have a vintage Halloween mask of each classic horror character, So
that's cool, man.
again, what can I do? What can we do? What can the show do to make people see, hey, they actually really give a shit. And they've really put time and their thoughts and their energies into making the show.
Actually, real fast, actually. So if anybody watches this, and I don't want to speak for either one of these gentlemen, I'm just going to speak for myself for a second, but one thing that interests me is people's ideas and people's perspective and people's opinions. Everybody's got different minds. They usually come up with different things, that sometimes we can't think of ourselves. If any of y'all are watching this and you have any opinions about things, you want to drop it, say, hey, I really liked this, I really like that, the website looks awesome, maybe we can make this change or whatever. Even about my own personal business, not just about nothing to do with them, but just with me, If you drop that in the comments, man, I can't say that we'll reply to everybody or everybody will get seen, but I will do my best personally and scan through them as they show up and they populate. And, we can take that advice and run with it sometimes. It's greatly appreciated. But I know the contest, I will say this to other artists, dude, they like the contest a lot.
Oh, they love it.
I'll tell you, I know they love it because I was talking to them, bro. Well, one thing they said, I'm not going to say names and stuff like that because about what I'm about to say, but they were talking, and I'm not going to say names of other places, but they were talking about how fair they was. You know what I'm saying? They were very, very, well done for that.
So that is my biggest gripe is I used to be an award-winning artist where I would win tons of trophies.
Right.
And when I wouldn't win, I would get very upset.
Right.
I was that kind of artist, and I eventually had to stop going to shows because it was consuming me.
Right.
My biggest thing is I want things to always be on the up and up.
Yeah.
I will never bullshit anybody. Case in point, my wife entered a tattoo. She
Your
didn't
wife
win.
texted you?
No, she entered a tattoo.
Okay.
She didn't win. Because it's not about that she's my wife, it's about what the tattoo is.
Right.
She didn't place at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's, my judges, they're very well revered in their judging. I don't have people coming up, how come I didn't win?
Yeah.
Now, I will say this, though. I do have people come up, okay, I didn't win. What was wrong with my tattoo?
Right.
What could I have done better? What could I what would have changed if, what could I have changed to win?
I respect that. Yeah.
99% of the times, most people are very receptive to your answers. Granted, you'll get that 1% of people that do get a little upset.
You'll get that 1% in anything.
But yeah, but like I said, overall, people know that there's no bullshit. We judge by the tattoo, no more, no less.
Yeah, I really like the, so I know, like I said, we'll still like do a little revamp real fast, but we got the costume contest for the kids. That's super cool. I missed that. He texted me, and I was like, damn it, I was like 30 minutes. But that's really, really cool, man, the costume contest. We got the contest, as of course, with the judges. I really like how they're like right there, too, in the middle of everything, personally speaking. Because the other, and I don't know how they do them everywhere else, but they're right there.
I'm sorry? Yeah.
Don't worry, we can pause it. I'll pause it. So, sorry, I had to pause that real fast for a second. As like literally, I'm not going to go into detail too much, but literally like he was just saying, somebody came up and was asking questions. Yeah. And the cool thing is they felt comfortable to do that. You know, that's important, man. A lot of people, you know, when you, man, I'm not going to say, but we have been like so nice. Everybody's been so nice, and I got to speak to some people that I didn't ever think I would ever in my lifetime. So, dude, I even got an autograph. Shout out to Carl, you're fucking awesome, bro.
Dude, I will tell you, those two guys, Paul and Carl, are the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life.
They were so nice. Yeah.
Dude, there's two types of artists. Ones that stay humble, and they're part of, like, they're with you, they're eye level with you,
Right.
and then ones that think that they're better than you.
Right, yeah.
And both of them, in my opinion, have every right to kind of feel like they're better than me, but they are so grounded.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes a gamble when I try to get celebrity, high-profile artists to tattoo here.
Yeah.
I've had situations I won't name drop that I've had to kick people out because of their egos are too big.
Right. Yeah,
Again, that's the other thing is I don't care who you are. If you're bringing a bad vibe and treating staff like crap or not being nice to other artists,
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what artist you are. I don't care about your followers. You're gone.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great thing. 100%.
It's about respecting one another. You know, we're here doing the same job.
Right.
You know, and we just want the good vibes, you know, brought in there. We don't want the negative, because we don't want the kids to see that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, like me and Savon was talking about on the podcast we did the other day, bro. Like, why would you not be happy? You got literally one of the coolest fucking jobs on earth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're so lucky. Like,
Yeah.
I've done some crazy jobs for little pay, or like, forget about the money aspect. I've done some really, really hard jobs, or like dirty jobs, or whatever. I've done all kinds of things we ain't gonna say on camera. And like, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, none of them compare, okay? We meet the coolest fucking people, get to hang out and basically draw with electric crayons on people all day long, all right? Like, they usually try to feed us or we feed them. Like, it's like such a good situation, you know what I mean? There's no reason to be upset, you know what I mean?
They're personal relationships.
Yeah.
And you're constantly building personal relationships.
Yeah, dude, that's my, like, so that's like with this, you know, what we're doing right now, actually, is my favorite part of my job. It's not the, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the tattoos, I love all the other things that come along with it, the perks, you know, the pros, but it's the people, man, the people are fucking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, the clients are awesome, bro, at least in my experience, you know, we're super lucky, I guess, I don't know.
Here's the thing, if it wasn't for the clients,
We would be here.
we would not be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I think some artists forget that.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, the biggest reward, all right, in this industry is actually having these clients skip other shops, all right, and all the shops they got to go by, come to you and get tattooed.
Right.
That to me is the biggest award.
Oh, bro, yeah, dude. Even like me, I'm not somebody I haven't won a like shit ton of awards. You know what I'm saying? I haven't traveled the world tattooing, you know, and stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm tattoo bad or anything, but you know, I don't have all them accolades and stuff, you know, to throw on the wall or on my Instagram or whatever. So when I have somebody drive 9 hours to get a tattoo from me, I'm like, dude. Hey, and also, I'd like to say this too to y'all too. And the ones, and I'm like, not devaluing anybody that comes, but imagine the person that's got 3 kids and makes $17 an hour and that saved up for 9 months to come get that tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much respect do I have for that person?
Yeah.
And appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's like the coolest fucking person ever, you know?
That's the biggest reward.
Yeah, that's so dope, bro. Well, I won't hold y'all up too long. I know I got to go feed, and I know you got a lot of stuff going on. If you don't mind me asking real fast, how many artists are here roughly?
we have 76 booths times 2 artists.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not doing the math on that. You
Yeah,
guys can
dude.
someone else-
Yeah, a lot of artists, a lot of things to see, man. Y'all can see everything. Make sure that y'all go follow them. I'm gonna let them plug in all their information, but we want you to not only follow, if you will, on their social media accounts privately, but also make sure that you follow along so that we can see content that comes along with obviously Dead Raven Tattoo Supply Company, all the other things that I can't speak about that they have rolling out. Stay tuned. And also the stuff that Mr. Jeremy here and everybody has, with the Spooky Empire. So if you don't mind, you want to plug in any of your social media or anything that they should follow?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I only have Instagram because
really?
I am not a social media guy.
Oh my God, you're
So
awesome.
it's Jeremy Scott _ tattoos.
I'm so jealous of that.
Dude, well, I'm also a firefighter.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
So between tattooing this and being a firefighter
And being a
dad, I have no time.
That is so cool. All right. How do we find you, Mr. Tony?
Go on Instagram or Facebook. It's Dead Raven Tattoo Supply. And then you got Distinktion Tattoo Blog as well. One thing I want to say is give y'all a little hint. So we're working on a tattoo bed / chair. And some of the artists that I'm working very closely with, they're telling me to call it the last chair you'll ever freaking buy.
Yeah, I'm not. Obviously, it ain't my place to do that, but I want to say things about that. You told me in private. Fuck, I can't say nothing. But I'm stoked. I want to check it out, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be using local people for the butcher. We're using local people for that.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep things local.
Yeah, without saying names of where or like dropping names of location. When he says local, he literally means like a small place. It's not like when he says local, he doesn't mean like big Miami. It's literally a small local little place that's doing this. So it's really cool to me. It was actually really surprising, to be honest with you.
Keep the small mom and pop shops open.
Yeah, bro.
And that's what it's about, man.
Well, man, I appreciate y'all so much. Definitely,
No,
I
man,
appreciate
seriously,
you for
thank
stopping
you.
by.
I
doing
appreciate
this.
it,
And I
man,
appreciate you
seriously.
for everything too, bro. Of course, man. I'll try to. I'm gonna talk to them, man, after we get off camera and to set up another date if they want to, and we'll do a podcast whether it's in person or remote. We'll set all that up in the future. So there'll be a lot more to come. But anyways, as always, man, stay awesome, stay blessed, guys.